Hey, what's going on YouTube? BD Kane 721. Here we are, the day after the NLCS. Unfortunately, the Padres are coming home for good, not moving on. Lost yesterday in Game 5 to the Phillies, 4-3, and they lost the series 4-1. What can you say? Phillies were a better team. Congrats to them. Congrats to all you Philly fans out there. I know how much it means to you to get to the World Series. I was a Phillies fan growing up in South Jersey, so I know that passion. I feel that passion even to today. Um, I just have my loyalty because I live here in San Diego. I'm just a San Diego fan now. But I do have a soft spot in my heart for the Phillies. So it's great to see them into the World Series. My whole family are Phillies fans, so they're excited. It's a great time to be in the Philly world as far as the sports teams go, and I'm looking forward to see how they do against the Astros. It's going to be a tough test, I think, in the World Series. The Astros are a pretty good ball club. I think they're on a little bit higher of a level than the Padres, so you're going to have to bring your A plus game probably to defeat them. But you never know. That's why they play the games, right? So moving on to 2023, I think the Padres have a lot to look forward to. There's nothing, absolutely nothing to hang your head about for 2022. They had a great season, a great magical run into the playoffs, beating two really solid teams to move into the NLCS. And I think they used all their bullets in those first two series, and they just didn't have enough to get them through to the World Series. But hopefully next year will be different. Hopefully Tatis will return at some point in the beginning of the season. He's obviously got the suspension. He's got the injuries that he's overcoming. So having that kind of bat in their lineup, in addition to Soto and Machado, would be great. I'm sure there's other player contracts and issues that they have to deal with in the offseason, but I'm hoping the core set of players will be back again for another run, and I'm really looking forward to it for 2023. Today, though, I am going to turn the camera around, show you a little brick of cards and give you an update on my 2022 Topps Chrome Magenta Speckle set, where I'm at, and what other things that I'm trying to do with my collection right now, heading into the holiday season. And yeah, let's turn around the camera and let's talk about that. All right, I'll be back in a second. Sorry for the mess in the background, guys. I've been very busy over the last few weeks, and things are just starting to get thrown all over my desk here. So what you see in the background are just different projects that I work on as an engineer here in San Diego. So that's just it's not usually what I like to have my background look like, but just trying to squeeze this video in and not mess up all my random organization that I've got in the background. So I apologize for that. Moving on to the cards, I wanted to show off, or at least show you guys what I've started doing in addition to the Magenta Speckle set, and that is starting to look into making a little bit of a mini rainbow of the Machado Topps Chrome card this year, and brought in the pink version just the other day, and I think now I have the refractor, and I think I might have obviously the base and maybe a couple other cards, but I always like to look into doing a little bit of a rainbow of his card every year while I'm putting together the set that I'm working on. So that's the pink. Then there's the logo fractor, which I didn't know much about this set until it started popping up on YouTube and I started watching people breaking the boxes. And it's kind of like what would you say, kind of like a Ben Baller set for 2022. And what it is you can kind of see in the background the MLB logo is the refractor design of the card. It's a really awesome looking card in person, and the video probably doesn't do it really good justice. So hopefully you guys have seen this card, these types of cards in person. They're pretty cool. I have not seen any of the color variations of them. I'm not going to be putting together a set of them. I'm just going to try to collect my player PCs, which would be Trout, Machado, and Tatis, just to see if I can get a few of them into the collection. But I was happy to get the base refractor of Manny. For the Magenta Speckle set, you can see I've got a pretty good stack of cards here that I've gotten in over the last week or so. And for those of you that don't know at this point, yes, I am putting together the Magenta Speckle set, which these cards are all numbered out of 350. and I've been making really good progress on this set. I'm about a little bit over 80 cards into it already, so I'm approaching halfway. Halfway is going to be 110 cards because there's 220 in the set. The additional 5 cards, I believe at this point, do not have this variation produced, which, unless somebody knows differently, I think that's the final word on that, which I think is great. That means I don't have to spend thousands of dollars getting those other 5 super short printed cards. But usually when I get to a point where I'm approaching halfway, progress starts to slow down because a lot of the cards that are available on eBay at reasonable prices are ones that I already have. So it's more of just trying to find cards that I need at the best prices I can find. There's Kyle Schwarber in the Boston uniform. Did a number on the Padres. And yeah, that's where I'm at. The set's looking really good so far, and maybe one of these days I'll show all the cards together. I'm debating whether or not to show it in a binder to start with, or just leave them in these top loaders. So that's where I am, guys. Hope everybody has a great week. I'm not sure when my next video will be, but hopefully it will be soon, showing off some more Magenta Speckles and maybe some other things that are coming in the mail here pretty shortly. So, all right, off to a work week, and hopefully it won't be too bad. So I will talk to you guys soon. See ya.